Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, 11 o'clock, and I just finished up doing my first stage of power washing. So I actually did two. I did just a full rinse off, any grime, and the next thing was some purple powder, and then spray everything that's greasy. Power wash that off. Now that's off, looking much better. At this time, I could tell this truck was not blue originally. It was definitely a red truck for sure. Which I love red vehicles, so red's my favorite color. So good. And with the blue still on there, I don't want to peel it off, sandblast it. It's like, leave it alone. So it's gonna be mostly blue still, but as time goes, it's gonna wear off and back to red. Or I'm gonna try to power wash really heavy, really hard at it to get most of it off, then clear coat it and then seal it in. So it's now shown as a red original and then blue on top, but we'll see. But so that's power washed, clean, much better. And motor pretty much has 200 miles on it since rebuilt. The carburetor looks beautifully clean. That's 12 volt converted already. It was like a copper radiator, like M38 carburetor. So this could have been a military motor, maybe, basing off the radiator since this is not factory. I don't know stories, but the linkages was replaced. I can tell that's chrome plated, so that's definitely replaced recently. The pedal's dead because there's the springs taken off. There's a spring holding the get tension that's now gone and loose. Same as my control for the winch. That spring broke, so those two springs need to be fixed. This gas light needs replaced. Going to the pump to the carb that needs replaced, and the copper tube is kinked up here. So definitely need a new line there for sure. This line looks grimy, so you have steel line going to rubber to this. So that's fine, but it needs to be cleaned. That looks okay. Exhaust muffler looks very much new. Pipes look okay to me, so I think I'm good on exhaust. That's good. Rubber hoses for radiator. This looks pretty much recently. This one looks kind of old, but it's still there. I'm seeing some rust there. Could be an old clamp failing. I'm not sure. It's the rings inside this, so it's probably good for a while, but probably needs replaced. Call it safe. But this one seems to be okay. I don't know. I think it's actually I can't tell. It's an alternator or a generator. Can't tell. Can't tell. It looks like a generator. It's made in Toledo, Ohio. I can't tell what it is. Probably an alternator, being the age. Distributor caps recently new, which as the notes say. So, voltage regulator, I'll leave it on, but I like to take it off. Just one less thing to fail. Same as that, not resonant. It's the coil and the crystal. Take that off. So you get a crystal-less coil if I could. I'm seeing we're missing the hose right here for the inlet for the. So I don't get water inside. At least cap it off. I know it needs ventilation though, but that needs to be taken care of at some point. And another thing I noticed over here. Wait, never mind. I noticed I don't have these on my Jeeps before, but usually these should have caps. This one has a whole spigot going down and drips on the ground, so it works for leave it alone. The oil filter's been aftermarket replaced, and I'm okay with it. It's easier to find side of the road on trips, so leave it be. The plow system, I want to keep the plow on it because it's nice for township roads, neighborhood. I might keep it, but I think I'm gonna leave it on. Problem is the front bumper. I'm putting my winch on, and obviously you cannot fit a winch right here, so I gotta push it way out. And for me, I'd rather sell the plow mount with the bumper still attached because I want to cut it off, make it weak, whatever their choice or plan. So I'm gonna take it off. And Grandpa's got some C-channel frame for me. And we'll make a new bumper, pretty much custom made for my winch. I mean, I love stubby bumpers for the looks, but these are nice fenders. Even at the small meat, used ones are a few $100 a piece. A lot more than CJ's. So these are mine are pretty good, not rusty. Like an average dents, but it's not rotted. So I'm gonna stick to full width bumper, but I probably won't have this cut off here because of I'm running bigger tires eventually. So so put the plow off. But Dad says before you take it off, try to get it running. So we actually have proof that this thing works. The pumps work, the pump works, tank works. So I'm gonna get the plow to work just for video, post it on my channel. So if I ever do sell the plow, I have proof on my channel that the plow works. So have that. I figured out the strut. I know where it goes. I thought it goes here. That's where it held best, but this is for the release. But then there's this rubber boot here, and rubber boot holds in place. There's a hole here. That's what it's for. But like, I kept falling off. Like, why is it not going? This piece of rubber is in the middle. Slides down and holds in place. So figured that out. But I do not like this stuff from the CJ's. This hood is maxed out up. So when you're working the engine, you gotta take those bolts out. So hopefully those come off. First thing I'm gonna probably take off for the body. But that's that. Fenders are pretty good. There's a patch piece panel here. It's done always well. Riveted on. I'm okay with it. What it be? Put a full battery out next. Wash that out. But I just moved the truck from where I had it parked. I washed it there and pulled it forward. So now I'm getting ready to let the thing air out. Sun's out finally. Stopped raining this morning. I was power washing the rings. Like, I'm wasting half my day waiting for the rain to stop. I'm gonna get it wet anyway. So I power washed in the rain. Now the rain's stopped. Sun's out finally. So I can dry. I didn't want to power wash interior, but we should do it once in its life. So at least get all the crud out. Door jams, everything I can. So that's at least cleaned. Much better to see what I'm working with here. Seats, I didn't power wash the seat at least, but I'll clean her on it. And then there's cardboard in here. I gotta watch cardboard off the glove box. Watch that. And then my notes they left on there. I got the left one a little bit damply wet and start peeling off, and then it saved itself. Feel good, but clean the floors, clean the door jambs. There's a whole note on this door jamb. I did not wash that on purpose. I did not like that wet either. And then the inspection sticker, of course, from 80 to 83. Did not get that wet either, as I should not. So I didn't do those. The windows are turning out much better after the nice triple power wash on the glass. It's still hazy, but you can still get a knife on it or so, and it does scrape off still. This one's savable. This one's far better than it used to be, but it's definitely still on there. And it's on the outside. Phone's ringing, but it's been scammed all morning, so I'm not gonna answer. It's on the outside. So there's that. Last night it rained pretty good, and I noticed a solid drip. So I'm sure this window seal is bad. It's seeping through here, the vent area. So there's a spat seal here anyway. Snowplow truck, they didn't really care, but when it's summertime, it rains and it drips inside. There's a hole in the ceiling from the antenna. They put a cover on it, so I need to fix that right. I'm running Bluetooth radio, so I'm not really worried about antennas on my truck here. So that's cleaned up. Cleaned up the back bed. I should have actually just bought a fender. There's a guy selling fenders for these trucks, like 150 to 250 range, and I didn't see any this side trucks. So I should have scored one if I could have. Pretty mangled, but it's pretty much a straight flat truck. A complex curve on one side. So I'm not sure its character, but the bit sharp edges, I don't know. But it's a nice patina. I don't want to ruin this because take it off, put a different fender on, doesn't match. So I'm going to try and do some metal work here to fix this. That's my major metal work. The other side is a crack, totally easy to fix. Roof the patch over. And then these towers have been replaced as I'm kind of looking at. Definitely bondoed over. Everything that's white has been bondoed to cover up. So that, the wrap right in this corner, And then the back end looks original. It just sort of stopped, so it's good. Not only back, just this corner, which I can understand. Other side too. So I have those two, this piece, but the taillights, the floors I'm okay with, leave it alone. The bottom molding, this step area, the step's so strong, but I still want to add some beef to it. And on this side, that door seems okay. I don't know what's going on here, but there's some lettering here. I can kind of roughly make out some dark blue lettering. There's a V, there's a G, there's an N, L, R, I don't know. I'm seeing something here. But I'm gonna do my Kyle Cheap Adventures part service and rescue on the bottom, and Instagram and YouTube below. So on this little panel, so I'm gonna cover up that little mayhem. But also, door handles, they're chrome. They painted them blue. I want my chrome shown. So, yeah. Oh, the key. I gotta check the key out, see if that works. In the back here, again, that's fixed, wrapped. This step is loose. I don't plan to use it. Spare tires here, so I'm not gonna really step on it, but it's fixed. Got a crack here. That should be fixable. Especially now there's no paint around it. I can definitely fix it and make it kind of blend in. That needs stirred up more. Again, this area needs fixed. This taillight's wrong. Replace it. I like to run some jerry cans back here. So jerry can here. We're on that side on both corners. Old school. If I find some more, I have 2 right now I can use, but I don't have the basement. I sold them. Or find some more modern roto packs, which is a little bit better. Run roto packs here, and then yeah, that's that thing I want to make custom for this. I need to make a custom tailgate hinge here. So this little guy hooks on. It's bent first, but it's missing this little piece right here for the tailgate to stay on. For now, that piece of aluminum is holding it, so that needs fixed. Custom piece. I'm probably gonna mirror it off from this side, so it's missing this piece. So I'm gonna recreate it. Another thing I want to make custom on my machine shop, my friend's shop, is down here on the hinges. Bolt on here, goes on the pipe. Pipe looks good. Most of the time they get rotted off, but in here just pipe on metal. Really? So I want to see if we can fabricate custom. Might even make a product and sell them. Make bushings, so it pivots nice bushings or bearings. I don't know. Something that uses these 2 holes measurements, has a bushing bearing here, pivots nicely. You can put some pressure weight on it. So I want to try to see if I can make a product in my machine shop. Oh, that's what they are. I saw these at a swap meet. 2 of these. They're just angle iron. He wants $5 each for them. Tailgate supports. Mine are here. That's good to know. But I did not know where they go. What else? Some of these models had PTO holes. I don't know what the hole is for this, but yeah. That gas tank has a piece of Bondo on it, so I'm assuming that gas tank's bad. It needs a skid plate for my use. These steps, the original or not, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep them. Steps to get in, guards for the lights. Anyway, and then this thing was actually all blue. I power washed it, like on purpose. I actually did power wash the W and the roundness. This stands out a little more, but it should be white, painted white. We have these. I called my neighbor this morning. He does woodworking, and he says we can make some bed pockets rails. So it's one big long rail, and then right about here you have your double rail here. So make those, and then the bed itself, it's fine as it is, but I'm gonna haul firewood probably in this thing and do woods work with it. So I don't want to roll logs in here, beat it up too much, and be able to slide stuff off with ease. So get a little bed ladder, make it work. One option. Second option, I'll have to do a wooden deck, but pressure treated wood. Even that though, it's still water moisture gets below and rots your bed out. So I don't know what to do here. I think plastic is the best bet to go, but it's not really the way I want to go with. Not sure. And that's about it for my walk around. So now I'm about to get my Kubota tractor high lift out. I like to do a side load here, but the ground's wet, muddy, so I'm going to do a side load here. That's why the truck's pulled forward. Unload the tires, stack them up. I have a friend that wants them to plow, unload the Kubota high lift, and then set that down on its own pallet got here. And then I should just probably carry it to the barn on put on skids for storage until I sell it or hang on to it. Don't know. So, but judging by the plow, it's definitely pre-80s from the on it, but skids are really worn out. Lots of abuse on these holes, the center hole especially, then I don't know. So far, I like it. I sit and fine. The foot pedal for the gas, the hinge is definitely screwed up. There's holes in the pedal itself, which is not original, so that hinge is definitely wrong. That's why my foot can never, I can hit the gas all you want, I let it off, hit the brake, my foot cannot get out. You gotta put it in neutral, step on the gas, slide your foot out, and then hit the brake pedal. So that gas pedal is screwed up, so I need to be fixed properly for my use. Look at the high beam, my starter is right here instead of down there on that hole there. So that helps me out a bunch. So I can definitely move that pedal way over this way. And I just push start here instead of using my foot. So there's that. There's this. I think this is overdrive or PTO. I don't know what this hole's for. There'll be a hole here for something. Don't know. Here's original 4. Patches. This piece is nice to see. This piece I need to find or make one. I have a Willys Overland. Oh, original heater. Cool. 564861 serial number. Cool, original heater. So, good box. Oh, intact. Got one hole there. This thing goes up. Get that little board to kick out if you're short. But I'm not sure if this thing pivots up. It should. I got more storage. I'll do it later, but I need to investigate what's inside. I think it's empty, but it'll be cool storage. Have extra storage. So, yeah, alrighty. That's the tour, and that's me just washing and about to pull stuff out. So, Mom and Dad are at a Corvette show right now, and I'm home alone working my truck. And I gotta do some parts delivery for all my friends I bought parts for. One guy paid me in advance, but yep. Alrighty, so alrighty, get back to work here. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comments, and let's continue working on Major Houlihan. So, alright, bye.